there was very much a climate of fear, and it was low morale in the Vatican, and that seems to have lifted.
We are here with Ed Pentin, whom I'm sure many of you know from all of his various roles. He's got the Ed Pentin blog, but of late, he is in charge of this project with Diane Montagna, College of Cardinals reports on all the cardinals, which is incredibly good right now. So you've gone through all these cardinals, you've looked at them. What are your hopes and what are your fears?
Well, I don't want to say, because I don't think it's our job to sort of give favorites or anything like that. We just keep it as fact-based and just a rundown, so that anyone who goes to it can get a good idea of who they are, where they stand, and without any kind of, pushing in one way or another. We're trying to be, of course, we're faithful to the Church's teaching. That's the key part of it. We try to be simply Catholic about it, and then the readers can decide.
What have you found in terms of, you work with a lot of folks, has there been any surprises for them when you came out with reports as to where these people stand, these cardinals stand?
Do you mean we found new information and things like that?
New information and some that took you back, that was, whoa, I didn't know that.
Yes, a little bit. I think Cardinal Holleric's profile was it's very interesting, in fact. We had a very good researcher on that, and there's some interesting information. But yeah, no, there's just generally lots of snippets of information, which I think, it's all publicly available though. Mm-hmm. So it's nothing that that they're not going to be surprised about. It's everything they've said or done. So we haven't sort of used opinions very much. We've just based it on facts. Yeah.
Now you have moved out of Rome, but you're now back, at least for this time anyway. You're looking great. What's your sense of the feeling in Rome right now?
Well, a lot of trepidation and a lot of unknowns. I mean, I think I've covered 3 conclaves now, and this one I have to say is completely open. I mean, there's no, apart from perhaps Cardinal Parolin, who's often talked about, even he hasn't got a huge following. I don't think he's got a huge chance necessarily of winning, of being elected. But I think, it's such an open field and such a diverse field. Yeah. And there are so many cardinals. That's the biggest conclave in history. Yeah. That it's all up for, anything goes for this one. Yeah.
Years ago, there was a real spirit of fear here, suspicion and things like that. Have you found that's dissipated? Is it still here? What are you sensing that way? Yes.
In fact, there's a Vatican official who said, when he was asked, how does he feel now the Pope's died? He said, now I feel free. And there are another one saying it feels like it's new springtime.
Wow.
So I think there's a sense of a lifting of a bit of an oppression. There was very much a climate of fear, and it was low morale in the Vatican, and that seems to have lifted. So, yeah.
So what about on the part of the faithful? What are you sensing from them? Where are they going at this time in terms of you're attending often the Latin Mass here in Rome, is the famous church here. Is there a sense from those folks, and what do you get from the Catholics who aren't there but are at other masses?
Yeah. Yes, not a lot. I think it's just looking ahead, really, rather than looking back. I think people are just generally kind of looking towards the next Pope. I think there is a sense of, that was a troubled pontificate. It was a divisive one. And I think there's a lot of hope looking forward that the next pontificate will be calmer and less radical and just back to normal.
Yeah. There is one issue with, politically speaking, what happens if a conservative gets in and sort of calms things down. Yeah. They will often, though, not do anything to rectify the problems created in the last administration, politically speaking.
Yes.
In the church, you can look at it similarly, at least in that there was some actual things created that need to be addressed, to be redressed. Any sense of that, or is it, I don't care what happens, just let it be calm?
No, I think one of the good things about Francis' pontificate was that it exposed a lot of the corruption, a lot of what was wrong, the rot in the church has been down there for so many years in the darkness. He stirred the pot and brought it all to the surface. And now I think there's a sense that the next Pope can see it, or at least should be able to see it and be able to tackle it. So that's why I think there's a lot of hope around. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ed Pentin, done an amazing work with a huge team, Diane Montagna and others. God bless you, my friend. Thank you.
Thanks, John Henry.
Aloha everyone, this is Jason Jones for LifeSite News. We hope you enjoyed this video. For more content like this, check the link in the description. You can also connect with us on social media to stay up to date with the latest news on life, faith, family, and freedom. Thanks for watching, and may God bless you.